Hey, thanks for sharing your plan. I think I understand what you want to do. And what I'd recommend, I assume these are going to be open structures. Not quite sure, but for that, I use a railing wall on this sketch over your CAD lines that you put there. Now I'm going to open those three railing walls. I better get rid of the CAD lines first. Yeah. Get the three railing walls. Open them. And I'm going to reprogram them railing style wise. We post a beam so that I have a beam and post held up. Probably don't need railings, so we'll reprogram that to be open and then get rid of this option here. And we probably don't want, a half post at the wall. It's program is very mechanical and you have to tell it everything you want to do. It doesn't read your mind and it didn't pre-program to be right all the time. You have to make sure that it's right yourself. I'm going to change the post diameter from the default 2 inches to 4x4s, 3.5. And I'm going to make the spacing 20 feet, 240 inches. And I want those newel posts to show. So I'm not going to draw the rails. I'm not going to draw balusters. Just the newel posts will show. And there you are. There's one here. Probably don't need this one. So I'm going to increase the spacing to a large figure and get rid of the center post. Now there's just a post here and here. Also, I never used the snap grid. They added it 6, 7 versions ago, and I never found a use for it. I usually, from my point of view, if you don't really study and learn what it does, it's just kind of a pain in the rear. I'm going to take this wall here and copy it since I've already programmed it over here. And put it there. Just to save time programming. That's the only reason I'm doing this. Now, again, I'm going to get rid of the polyline. Okay. Now, you could do this. You've already built your other roof, so I would recommend just click on the roof tool. And with Pro, you can just left click drag and create a roof plane. Left click drag and then release foot. Left mouse button and just drag it in the direction you want it to slant. Then the height of these roof planes is picked up by the dialog box ceiling setting. So it's not 8 feet, so these are going to come in at an 8-foot plate. I'm not going to answer that phone, so take your attention off of it. I'm going to join the ridge. Set an E value. Line it up. That right against the wall, not into the wall. If you cut it into the wall, it will make it ugly looking. Okay, so now, so this is what we have as a result. Let's go back to the camera view. Now, this isn't automatically, since it's not automatically built, it doesn't automatically tie in. So in Pro, you just go over here and click on the roof plane you want to join to and add some line breaks, which allow you to change the geometry of a roof plane. See, now it's ready to accept the edges of this roof plane, which I can now use the join roof tool and join those up. These fascia values are slightly different. If you want them to match, you have to make them match. So I'm going to open the roof plane on this one, and the fascia top's 104 and 9/16. So I'm going to copy that and apply it to this roof plane. Lock the pitch. Copy the fascia top height, only a few inches different. And then reconnect the edges. And that's a better fit. And then we'll do the other side. Select, open, lock the pitch so it doesn't change when I change this value. Otherwise it would. And then reconnect the edges that have been disconnected by the, okay. Now, the shed roof thing is pretty straightforward and simple. Again, you got it set at 312. I don't know what your intended pitch was, but with a shed roof, you just draw it on the outside and then drag it to the house. And probably don't need that much overhang. We're going to set it to 12, and then do the sides at 12. Those automatic dimensions are kind of helpful sometimes, at least when they measure from the right place. They don't always. Okay. And that's it. Now, these being porches, I wouldn't, you have to tell them what kind of a room they are. If you tell them that they're a porch, then, and also outside rooms are commonly, the floor is a little bit lower than the house. So I'm going to put it in -3. Not that this virtual model is going to get wet or anything. Oh, this goofiness here is because, no, I need to open the dialog box. Let me hit. Okay, I can't do it in this camera view. I'll bet on the structure tab, it says floor supplied by foundation room. I never use this setting, never. Uncheck, uncheck, uncheck. Uncheck. Did this floor into this room, it works fine. Well, let's take a look and see what that did. See? Now it's not stupid looking. So this time I'm going to look out for that setting. It's a default setting, and why I have no idea. I use floor into this room almost exclusively. If I want the foundation to supply the floor, then I do so. But in 30 years of using this and doing professional drafting, I've never needed to or even wanted to. Oh, I forgot to change the name. Yeah, I got to tell it what to be and where to go. There it is. And we dropped the floor 3 inches. One other thing that I overlooked, is you notice that there's a white substance on the edge of these concrete walls. So that's a setting in the walls that I forgot. I'm going to do all of these as a group. I'm selected the first one and held the shift key down and then left click to select more things until I get the group select that I want. I'm going to go over here to materials, and it's exterior walls. See, it's set to drywall. For a concrete porch, that makes no sense. And we'll reset that to concrete. And there you have it. Oh, this one has a beam at the wall. I thought I fixed that, but I guess I didn't. It's on rail style, I think. Yeah. That's grayed out. So this will be the one. I'm just going to say none and get rid of that. You wouldn't build a post in front of a window, would you? The same thing's true over here. That's redundant and unwanted. It's same setting. I got the room. I guess you need to hit the tab key. Yeah, there we go. And rail style. No half box. That's about it. I think that's all you need. The only thing I noticed in looking over your model earlier was this wall here is out of alignment with the wall above. So I'm gonna just press that button and line them up, and then it'll look cleaner in your camera views. Well, let's see. Maybe this is a 6-inch wall and the wall below. I bet that's what it is. Let's go to wall types. Yeah, this is a 6-inch wall, and this is a 4-inch wall below. So that's they will never align because they can't. So I'm going to open this wall and go to wall types and change it from 6 to 4, or you can make the wall below a 2x6 wall, but that doesn't make much sense unless you're in a high wind area, you know, where you have the walls have to be stronger. But change that, and then line it up. See, now it's all clean. A 2x6 wall and a 2x4 wall cannot align properly. So that's what about that. I guess you could leave this a 2x6 and just align manually the back side so that you know, we'll go back over here and change it back to 2x6. I just thought of that. See, it's out of alignment, but you can go up here and let's see, we turn on the reference display. Well, let's see, I had to go up there and then back. Okay, I'm just going to take this so I can see the, oh yeah, okay. I'm going to undo that. Yeah, here's the red line here of the wall below. So I'm going to just take that. And manually align that. Yeah, okay. Same result. And this is still a 2x6 if that's what you wanted. Now, see, there's this stupid concrete junk in here. That's because, okay, let me go over here, turn the reference display off, go to edit default settings. And this is something as a new user, you're going to need to pay more attention to your default settings. Then floors and rooms, floor levels, first floor. We'll go over here to the structure tab and uncheck this stupid crap. If you want a monolithic foundation, you can just specify one in foundation defaults, but this is the way the first floor should be set. And then you would go into each of these spaces and undo that silly stuff. No, no, yes. No, no, yes. And then your camera views won't look stupid with foundation sticking through the floor, making everything ugly. And each of these spaces, you know, has its own programming. Even though you haven't named them and divided them up into rooms, they still have room dialog boxes. You know, the ugly stuff goes away. Nobody's going to build a house like that with concrete crap sticking up through the floor. Okay, I've exhausted, I think, everything that you were curious about. And commonly, I put all my roof planes on the same floor. I know some of these are up here. We'll just take this one, and there's a tool here to change their position in plan view. See, now all the roof planes are on that floor. Okay, well, I hope this helps you. And whether it did or not, I tried. But, whatever happens, make it a great day. Okay, thank you. Adios.